Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of the F-250 2008 2010 full stereo install. Part 2 is going to involve the speakers. The front door speakers should be very straightforward. We'll go over step by step. And the rear speakers might be a little more involved, but it's not going to be that much more complicated, I can assure you. Alright guys, this will be the driver's side front door. We're going to go ahead and let you know you've got a bolt back in here. All these will pop out with little body trim panel removal tools. You've got two, it's like 7 millimeters right here. You've got one here and one over here. All right. You're going to need to pop off the power window unit, the switch, and the power door lock switch. It just pops straight up. All right. I might need a bigger tool. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger tool. Just like that. Okay, I would have picked a bigger tool, but that's how easy it's gonna come off, all right? Right here. This trim piece here in the corner of the window also pops straight out, all right? Straight out away from the window. Just like that. Hope you guys saw that. It comes straight out. Alright? This is where the fasteners are located. Alright? So it's going to come straight out away from the corner. Got 3 little harnesses here. Come right off. That's simple. You can leave on the mirror, the power mirror control, and just undo the harness from once you get the whole body panel off. Alright? Alright guys, 7 millimeter. Magnetic bowl or something to hold this. You don't need a whole bunch of tools, alright? Just going to do a quick speaker install. It's going to be pretty fast. Probably shouldn't have said that, but okay, let's keep going. Alright, you do have the pop-in body trim panels, but they come out, he said, as he struggled to get them out. Was about to say they come out so easy. Okay guys, I purposely left this portion of the video in there just to let everybody know that regardless of how many times you've done this, you can still make mistakes if you go too fast, if you don't really concentrate on what you're doing. I know a lot of us are having fun and stuff, messing around with our cars and whatnot, but you need to pay attention. I could have made a serious mistake here in this portion of the video, but I left it in there on purpose. I'm going to actually cut out the portion where I say, oh, that's all right, I can dub this out and I'll edit this out and then do it correctly. I purposely left this part in there to show. Almost made a huge mistake. There are no pop-in rivets in this in these doors. Okay, they're hooked in, and you'll see coming up on the video. But just take note. I hope you guys watch this whole thing, because you can very easily mess up those door panels, and they are not cheap. All right, here we go. Oh. I just remembered. This is why I'm making this video for you guys. Do not pry out on the door panel, okay? Okay guys, once you get your 4 7 millimeter bolts out, do not pry out on this door panel, okay? It is not like your traditional, any of you who have taken these panels off and it's just got the pop-in, the plastic rivets. That is not the way these are attached, okay? You have to go up with the door panel, okay? Please remember this. Remember this. Do not pry out on the door panel. The door panel goes up, just like that. Just like that. All right? I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. Just like this, I'm going to disconnect the power mirror switch. Just like that. You can see here, this is the way these this panel is attached, okay? There are no pop rivets. They're all these hooks. All the way around, guys. See? They're all hooks, all right? So do not pry out on the door panel. Lift it up, and you saw how easy it comes right off. All right, from here it's pretty straightforward. Let's get you a little closer. Move this out of the way. It's real straightforward, guys. There's nothing hidden here. Just four screws. I'm worried too much about this. All right. You get them off. Speaker comes off. You've got your little harness right away. It's right here. Comes off that easy. All right. Here, let's get the speaker harness. Did I bring it? I did not bring the harness. Okay, here we go. We're going to be installing, just as a quick review, the Kenwood KFC C681. And I just hunted around on Google and saw, you know, what the best speaker reviews were. For lower power speakers, these handle 81 watts RMS. All right, they were about $65, I believe, at Best Buy, so they're readily available, and they've gotten some pretty good reviews. All right, here's your Metra aftermarket adapter. What this is going to do is allow you to go right into the stock connector here. All right. Each package comes with a pair, obviously, right and left. Okay, one thing I will note, all right, is be careful when you're installing. You know, don't get. It's not anything that's overly complicated. Just be careful and be aware that the speakers are open. Okay. What I mean by open, see how the factory's got a little protective shroud over it, the factory speaker. This one doesn't, so be careful, all right? From here, get your connector, connect them up. They're separate sizes, so you can't screw it up. You'll feel a little click when they do. And then just attach them. Just like that. You couldn't hear a click, but it clicked. And then just assemble. Fits perfectly.
work. Yeah. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is why I make these videos. This is why I make these videos. Let's see. Let me get you in closer. The factory head doesn't look like it's gonna fit in here. If it does, I'm gonna try it right now, but just to let you know, I've run across this problem before. Not on this particular truck, but on a couple other vehicles that I've done. Let's see if it works. See if I can keep you guys in close enough. You gotta really work the speaker around. Let's see if it fits. No. Nope, not gonna fit. I'm gonna put them all forward just for demonstration purposes. That one did. That one did not. Oof. Okay. You take a look here. Here's a good example. You take a look here. This one fit. These two on the bottom squeezed in there. The surround here, not the surround, but the frame itself moved a little bit here. I've got no room. This is already overlapping up here on top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it sitting on top since I've already got three. Since I've already got three bolts that fit properly, I'm going to leave this one sitting on top like that. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay? And you can see this one over here is sitting flush. Ah, damn it. Because I'm sure that's going to bother some people. But just so you can see, this one did go in all the way. Ooh, shit. Man, be real careful then. Yeah, it's moving the frame around. Yeah, it moves the frame a little bit. But I think it's going to be all right. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more than that. Okay guys, I tell you what, I'm not comfortable squeezing in this frame from all four corners. I don't want it to interfere with the speaker surround. I don't know if it's going to affect the speaker performance or not, but I'm not going to take a chance that it will. So, and luckily, and all speakers come with some mounting hardware, all right? Of course, this one, like a lot of them, the speaker, the screw head will actually fit through, or almost fit through, the mounting hole. So I recommend you put some small washers on the end. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, I put a small washer on there. Another good thing about this is that the washer can move around a little bit. Shit. The washer moves a little bit. It's got a little bit of play, so we can grab onto these corners and still let the screw sit flush. You do need to switch over to a Phillips head for this, but I'm going to leave two. I would generally swap them all out, but you've got 4 7mm you're going to be using anyway, so it'd be nothing to pop them off if I ever need to change them out. So I am going to have to switch over to a Phillips head bit, but all things considered, it's no. That's the least. That's going to be the least of your problems. Actually, hopefully that'll be the most of your problems. if I can get you in closer, you can take a look at what I'm talking about. Right there. See what I mean? You've got some play here with the washer. See that? That fits perfectly. Perfectly. That's the way it's supposed to work. We're going to do the same thing down here on the bottom. Oh, you get an even better look at it there. Should have tried this one. Just like that. That's the way it's supposed to fit. Focus, focus. Come on, baby. Focus for me. All right. All right, there you go. There it is. Okay, guys, to attach these do have plastic grommets behind them, or locking tabs, whatever. The screw is going into something plastic, so you don't need to put this at 50 foot-pounds, all right? Just make it nice and snug. That's all you need. There you go. Driver's side is done. To reattach our body panel, switch back to our 7mm. Bring that in to show you guys how fast it can be done. For those of you guys who have the audiophile system, forgot to mention this corner panel is going to have an extra harness for the tweeter that goes up here. All right. First thing, let's connect our power mirror, and the mirror extension. Piece of cake. Rotate it back. The hardest part here, guys, is just making sure you get, if you can line up the door lock in the slot, I mean, it pretty much goes in. Just like that. Make sure you catch this lip up here on top. Work it a little bit. Oh, catching the harnesses here. Make sure you get your harnesses out of here. There we go. Well, that was a lot easier. The bottom ones really hold on, guys, so make sure you get those bottom ones in actually first, and then you can push it into place. That's it right there. Put your 7mm back. Where are you? There it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna tighten these down to where they're popping. That's it, guys. Oh, where is the? Oh yeah. Trim piece. This only goes on one way. Yes, sir. go. And the corner. Oops. To the window corner. Go straight forward. Line it up. Pops right in there. Oh, oops. Don't forget your power door locks. I was wondering why I wasn't fitting right. It fits real snug up against here, so. That's it, guys. The passenger side is going to be exactly the same way. I'm sweating because it rained last night, and down here in South Texas, it's already a balmy 90-ish degrees, so it's about 90% humidity also. This was not that difficult. You won't work up this sweat if you don't, live way down in South Texas. That's about it. You will be able to see the speaker. I'm just noticing that right now, but should be fine. All right, guys, the passenger side is going to be the same. I'm not going to do any filming there unless I run into any problems, and then I will back up. After that, we're going to start on the rear. That's where it's going to be a little more laborious. All right, we're going to try and work it from this side. Going to need some light. Trying to light it up a little bit here so you get a little better idea of what we're looking at. You have to remove the threshold here right when you step in. Peel back your weather stripping, and obviously you want to clear any stuff that you've got. Obviously make some room to work. And it looks like this is what we're shooting for, all right? But it looks like I'm not going to be able to rotate this or move it without removing the seatbelt. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, yeah. Okay. These panels have hooks on them like the front doors, all right? So this seatbelt's going to have to come off. And then they should slide out pretty easily. Ooh, man. Yeah. Nope. No, they've got clips. They look like those, but we're not going to be able to work it off. No. Now the other seatbelt base, the base for this belt right here is right in the way. So this thing's got to be able to move out, turn, and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get this seatbelt taken off. Looks like a 50 Torx. It is a 50 Torx. It's a long one. Okay. Yeah, they're all standard pop rivets. yeah. There you go, guys. That's all you need. But you do need to release this top seat belt anchor. You can just rotate it out of the way. Be careful in the corners there with the headliner. My little boy grabbed a hold of mine. Well, you can't see it anyway. But anyway, be careful with the headliner up in the corners. There is a section of Velcro here, so don't worry about it. And it looks like this is just standard, just like the front doors, 7mm. Just that simple. There you go. Now take note, it's going to require the same type of mounting as the previous, as the front door. So I'm going to use the mounting hardware that came with the speakers and some little washers so that it'll sit properly. Just so you know, I probably edited out a little bit when I just walked over there to grab the speaker box and whatnot. But I wanted to film this all in real time so you can get a general idea. It's not that difficult at all. One, two. This is going to go in from the top. Snap it in there. It's that quick, guys. Leave it there so I can get the hardware. See if I can get it to sit in place. Actually, let me do this first. All right. Just going to get this one started to leave it a little snug. That's good. Again, I'm using the mounting hardware that came with it and some little washers. They've got a little bit of play so they can go around the speaker frame and whatnot. I'm going to use a little flex bit that I've got. Yeah, this moves pretty well. I can just move this out of the way. I want to get a couple of washers. So it's good to know ahead of time that you're going to need them. And again, I'm using them because the stock bolts were distorting the frame, the plastic frame that goes around. It's real close to that speaker surround, so I didn't want to mess with it. There's some other more experienced professionals out there, and you know it's not going to bother it at all. You know, you give out the advice to use that and distort the frame a little bit. That's fine. I mean, whatever. But this is the way I'm choosing to do it. I know that the frame is not being moved at all. There's no stress on it. So this is the way I'm choosing to do it. Tighten down that 7mm. Now we'll switch over to a Phillips bit. I got it.
And yeah, having a little drill driver makes it infinitely easier. Not to mention it's got its own light. All right, I'm gonna go around and so you guys can get a close-up again to give you an idea of how those washers work. Let's see if I can get you guys in close. You see there? There's the bottom one. You can see if you look real close that the radius cut in that frame is a little bit smaller than the head of that bolt, the stock bolt. So with those washers, you're able to move right around and get right in there. I mean, it fits perfectly. Oh, you can't see that one's hidden by the light, but anyway, you get the general idea. The rest of it's going to be putting it back. Let's get a little wider view. Did I grab one? Oh yeah, sure did. Yep. All right. Let's start putting these back. As a reminder that those speakers are open, okay? They don't have a protective grill, so be careful. Be careful when you're putting this panel back, all right? You don't hit the any portion of the woofer or anything. Close in there. No, real close. There it is. All right. You've got along with those clips, you've got one guide pin, plastic guide pin. Once you get it in there, falls right into place, guys. Just like that. And you've got another one up here, right here. It's another guide pin. You got to make sure you push it back enough to get it in there. There it is. Just kind of work it. Just like that, guys. The ones up here in the corner, these are a little, is that in there? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Ooh, I'm pushing the speaker too much. Oh yeah, there's the line. That quick, guys. Let's put our weather stripping back. Well, why don't we get our seatbelt back first? This is probably going to be the most fun. Pretty straightforward. This is going to be the hardest part of the. Oh, no. I'm having problems with this. I don't know what's going on with it. Look up the factory specs. I'll try to put the factory spec in the description for the proper torque rating for this seatbelt bolt. This has got to be pretty damn tight, so. Oh yeah, you'll feel it tighten up right away when it bottoms out. Okay, make sure it's pretty tight. Oh, a big note on this thing here, it opens up from the bottom. It's got a little clip here. It's got a little locking clip. If you got your mechanics multi-tool, get in behind here. So thank goodness I didn't break it, but you've got a little locking clip right here. I'm gonna try and edit it, and I'll put a zoom in here. Give me a zoom to this little locking clip. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, snaps right in there. That's it. Let's put our weather stripping back. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I'm going to finish up here. I'm going to go back and take all this stuff off because I just realized part 3 of this series is going to be the wiring for, I'm going to put a stock a subwoofer enclosure back here. So I'm going to have to take all this back up. But for now, it's just going to be a matter of putting back your weather stripping. Bam, and then your threshold. But that's it, guys. Pretty straightforward. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the passenger side. I don't know that I'm going to leave it filming. You saw that in real time. So unless I run into any unforeseen major issues, the passenger side is going to be exactly like the driver's.
Okay, guys, hope you found the video informative. If you see anything I did wrong or something I could have done better, feel free to leave a comment down below. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like. I plan on putting up some other videos. If you look up here in this corner, there's nothing there. Stop looking up there in the corner. Don't look in that one either. All right. I'm going to probably have a link going to part 1 of the head unit. We've finished up the speakers, and be looking forward to part 3, the installation of the subwoofer and the amp. All right. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.